Hello Straters, Dan here. I am still playing my Kanga's Tortured Existence deck. There is a version 1.3 deck list. And I haven't received an update friendly format, so we are just gonna check it here. 2 Fume Spitters, 2 Arrogant Worms. Whoa! We had 1 before, so Arrogant Worm. Adding 1 to deck. 3 Basking Rotwalas. That's the same as before. Another Caustic Caterpillar main deck. That's not how you spell it. 1 Spore Frog main deck. That was what we had before. 1 Grave Scrabbler. 3 Werebears. That's the same. 3 Crypt Rats. 1 Stinkweed Imp. We are removing 1 Tilling Tree Folk. We are removing 1 Muldrifter. And we're adding a Crowson Tusker. He was still in the deck before. So we've gone to 4. We have 4 Tortured Existence. Oh, we have 4 Chainish Edicts. I've talked a little bit to Mike, so I assume these are the changes made on... Oh no, Forbidden Alchemy. I am not excited, but it might be the right thing. We are embracing the 3 colors. So what did we drop? Oh, we got rid of the vessels. We've also moved the Raven's Crime to the sideboard. So this is the deck we're gonna play. This is version 1.3 of the deck. Let's try it again. I'm still in favor of cutting blue, but I like the Chainish Edicts. Okay, going up against Shidera. We want to play first. This is a lot of lands. I think I can keep this anyway, because I don't have too many lands in the deck. I run 22. And I can cycle the Baron more. So let's start with the Jungle Hollow. Hexproof. Then I'm glad that I have 4 Chainish Edicts. And I think I have to dig for the Chainish Edict here. So I can cycle that at the end of turn. And I'm gonna get blue then, because I need blue in this deck. But in a Golgari deck I would have looked for a swamp. No enchantments, which is quite surprising. Just a Ledge Walker. Here. Oh, I have all my 3 colors. Pretty awesome. And I cycle the Baron more. There's a Muldrifter. Do I now evoke the Muldrifter? Edicts doesn't help anymore. So I might just play Werebear, play Evolving Wilds, and play the Muldrifter for real. Now I'm getting a swamp. But I am pretty dead unless I can find an Edict, or I need to find a Crypt Rat now. And of course this is the turn he can play Ancestral Mask. I hope he has played against Hexproof. There is Ancestral Mask, but it has 0 backup. So of course I can't block. So he should have attacked. Caustic Caterpillar is not useless. Do I still have time to get something? So the option here is to defend with Caterpillar, removing Ancestral Mask, or just I forgot the Evolving Wilds. Damn it. So I have to go for the Caterpillar. Use that at the end of turn and use the Evolving Wilds. It's Friday night here and I have to get these in before the Content Manager deadline on Saturday. Okay, here comes something else. There is a Rancor, so we are getting the Ancestral Mask. We can also block, of course, but trample means it doesn't matter if we block or not. I am playing slower than him. Here comes another enchantment. And he doesn't attack still, but I am gonna have to use my mana. Nylia's Presence. So why doesn't he attack with the 7/5 Ledgewalker? But I'm destroying Ancestral Mask, I'm using the Evolving Wilds. But I pretty much have to draw Crypt Rats or an Edict, or both preferably. Well, soon I've got Threshold anyway. Think Muldrifter is the more powerful play here. Maybe I just need to get to threshold. Sorry for my English. I'm Swedish. Well, this doesn't work. I'm just taking the Muldrifter here. Yeah. So now I got to 4/4. And I can't do anything else. I might as well play the Bojuka Bog because it's not gonna matter. He is down to 2 cards. I might be able to Muldrift myself out of this. I also got some life coming from Gnaw to the Bone. So maybe I'm not dead. Dig for Crypt Rats. He's looking for an Ethereal Armor and Ancestral Mask. I forgot to say hi, good luck. That's bad. Not polite. And I try to be polite all the time. Uh-oh. Armadillo Cloak makes a 5/3. I don't think he knows that I cannot block. Okay, he knows. So the clock is ticking. Sort of makes me want to... He's down to 1 card. Forbidden Alchemy flashes back for 7. Oh my god, that's expensive. Now I'm gonna play a Muldrifter organically. Keep mana enough to get... But Chainish Edict doesn't work. I don't want to evoke them when I can play them for real. And I will get so many resources. There's a Chainish Edict and a Crypt Rat. And of course the right order is Crypt Rat, pay 1, cast Chainish Edict. It's all good. This will work. I just have to live until next turn. So stay back. Okay, getting excited. Gonna stand up. Wow. Okay, Mike. Karameter's Favor. You can get mana from that guy. The thing we need to fear here is still Ethereal Armor or Ancestral Mask. Is there a point in blocking? I don't think there is. Because the Muldrifter will live. And unless he can boost its toughness, this is all gonna work, right? So we play the Crypt Rat. This is devastating. Crypt Rat for 1. An Edict. Is there any use in getting back to Buka Bog? I don't think so. So I'm getting the Isle Forest. The Isle Forest. And then I swing for 6. Nice! And I must remember I have Chainish Edict in the graveyard. Ready to rumble. And you, Mr. Slippery Bogle, you'll die. You'll die to the Edict. This is 8 mana, so I can play the second Werebear and flashback the Chainish Edict. So let's flash it back. Chainish Edict, doing work. And I'm gonna focus on getting the Werebear into play. And just swing with the Muldrifter to have 10 power next turn. But now I'm out of solutions. Except Gnaw to the Bone. But I don't need solutions. I just need to hit him. So let's do it. I'm gonna play the Muldrifter, keep up blue there so I can play Forbidden Alchemy at the end of his turn. Now it starts to look bad for him. Yeah, Forbidden Alchemy at the end of my turn seems like the play. And yes! Okay, checking for matches against Hexproof. Here is the list. Don't see Hexproof. So I will improvise. I don't need targeted removal, meaning that my Fume Spitters are worthless. I need Diabolic Edict. I can see Raven's Crime being useful. And Distress. And Caterpillar. Spore Frog is of course great here. What is not great? Oh, Basking Root Dweller is never great. So I'm gonna take out one of those. Tree Folk seems hopeful. Yeah, that's the deck I'm gonna play with. Let me know how you would have sideboarded in the Bogle matchup. This is my sideboarding. There are many sideboardings, but this one is mine. Okay, I got all the colors and some stuff. I think I have to keep this in a 3-color deck. Keep it. And I have to spend the first turn digging up blue, because I play 3 colors. And then play Werebear next turn. Okay, this time I'm gonna try not to forget about the Evolving Wilds. They all have 1 toughness or a lot of toughness, so getting a second Swamp here doesn't do very much. So prioritizing the Muldrifter is probably correct. Arrogant Worm, pretty bad without Tortured Existence. And 4 torch resistance means that we won't have them as often as we like. Brown scale is there. I am putting Werebear out there. And maybe Evoke next turn. There's not much else I can do. Play the Baron more for mana. But now he has all the colors, and he will probably, if he doesn't have a creature, he'll probably have to stack stuff onto. Okay, there's something to stack stuff onto. And Crypt Rat on turn 3 would have been excellent here if I had just Swamps. If I didn't play 3 colors. Wow, Crypt Rat would absolutely kill him. Okay, I'm gonna evoke the Muldrifter here. And dig for a Swamp, I think. Find another Crypt Rat, but we really need an untapped land now. So now we are wide open to his violence. And he chooses violence. Game of Thrones reference. Game of Thrones, sorry. Friday evening. I hope you're watching Game of Thrones and that you're following Game of Thrones chat on iTunes, which is the podcast I do with Pauper. Uh-oh. Okay, we can still solve this. Kind of with a Crypt Rat and an Edict. Got 5 Edicts, still haven't seen one. Getting closer to threshold. I don't know how to pronounce it. Here comes black. Oh, the Edict. But we need the Crypt Rats first. So I think I'm just playing the Crypt Rats. Is there any point in playing the Rootwalla? I'd rather block with the Rootwalla than with Werebear. It feels wrong, doesn't it? And we can't do Chainish Edict Crypt Rats next turn. We can. Of course we can. But it is very, very, very obvious what we are trying to do. Maybe it'll work. But if it boosts another dude, then we are in trouble. Because we can only Crypt Rat for 1. And he does. And the Edict protection is strong with this one. We're just gonna take it. We need a 3rd black mana somehow. And we are actually super vulnerable to Crypt Rat for 1. So that doesn't work. It does work now. And they have trample, so that doesn't help. Well, let's dig then. This is so slow. I don't like that card at all. Spore Frog seems pretty sweet here to avoid 1 attack. And then be able to Crypt Rat for 1 and Edict next turn. So I'm taking the Spore Frog. The other solution is the Caterpillar. But I am not sure that's correct. So Spore Frog. And we can still Crypt Rat for 1 in response to something. The problem is we only have 1 Edict. Could draw another. But this is definitely Spore Frog turn. But how do we live one more turn? Look at how useless the Arrogant Worms and the Brown Scales are now without Tortured Existence. If we're gonna play the Madness cards, I think we need other outlets. Favor does... We should actually Crypt Rat now, so the Favor dies and he doesn't draw a card. So the Favor is gone. And it can't do damage. Here they come. Distress is interesting, but we don't have the mana to play it. We do have the mana to play the Brown Scale. But it doesn't do anything, so we are playing the Crypt Rat hoping to draw another Swamp. I think, but we could very well be dead here. And we can't block Ledgewalker anyway. Seven mana is far, far away. And now we can actually Crypt Rat for 3 if we find a Swamp. That would be sweet. But now we can't, so now we have to find an Edict. We do not find the Edict. Is there any way we can live? No, I don't think so. Now the Spore Frog seems very interesting. And another Crypt Rat, of course. This is why I like to have sideboard plans. I'm dropping the Alchemist. They seems really, really slow. Yeah, I prefer the creatures that we can actually abuse with Tortured Existence. So let's see what we can do here. Now we lack blue mana. And actually absolutely nothing is happening here. I think I'm gonna mulligan this because we don't have any of our removal. We have 2 dead cards. And this I keep them because here we can actually do stuff. I'm gonna bottom Arrogant Worm because I can't use it. And stuff starts to happen on turn 3. Stinkweed Imp is pretty good for keeping him at bay for a couple of turns. But this is not a good hand. Yeah, I know I said it before, but I really like to stress that if you play 3 colors, you will die in a certain percentage of games. Just because you can't find your 3rd color. So the mana base in Pauper is so poor that you take a significant risk playing 3 colors. And your reward has to be great. And a couple of Muldrifters and Forbidden Alchemist, they're just not enough, in my opinion. Here I would love to Edict that guy, but I can't. So I am gonna play Stinkweed Imp here. And present a pretty huge blocker. A pretty devastating blocker. Now hopefully he deploys more 1/1 so I can get a high score of my Crypt Rats. But the correct play here would be to still put a lot of enchantments on the Ledgewalker. But I could have Edict here. And then that would not be the correct play. Now I'm getting 2 creatures of the Crypt Rats. So I feel they are still the play here. They also really prevent him from doing stuff. So Crypt Rat on watch. They also prevent me from doing stuff, but hey, you can't have it all. So he can't play 1/1s now, as they die to Crypt Rats, and he can't play an enchantment. An aura, because then its recipient dies to Crypt Rats. So I think maybe now I have the time to set up. I know I didn't like the vessels, but at least we had a way to look for Tortured Existence. Now we don't, so we just have to draw them organically, and 4 cards is not enough for that. So I think a Tortured Existence deck needs some card drawing. So in the slot of Forbidden Alchemy, I would like some enchantment drawing stuff. And in the slot for Muldrifter, I would like Grave Scrabblers. How would you like to modify this deck? Please tell me in the comments. So we are just developing happily here. There is no need to play the Caterpillar, I feel. Not yet. Because we have him in this weird situation where we can just be happy. We have 30 minutes to win. That's pretty good. And of course we kill the Ledgewalker here. We just have to take the card advantage. Killing a Rancor is really nice. Kill the Ledgewalker. And now what? Now we have to rely on the Stinkweed Imp for protection. Yeah, Grave Scrabbler without Torch Existence, not that good. Karameter's Favor. He could easily produce an attacker big enough to kill us in one blow, but Stinkweed Imp really stops him. But now we could easily find a lock here. Oh, it's the 3rd color! How inconvenient! I am gonna deploy the green guys. And as you can see, this is all about control. There is no chance that we can ever raise him. But now he has to pretty much deal 20 at a time. It's not like his deck cannot do that. He can easily do that. But not with Caterpillar online. So I'm still kind of hopeful. My hand is kind of useless. We don't even run any Terramorphic Expanses to look for the islands. We run 2 islands and 1 Aqueduct and 4 Evolving Wilds, so only 7 blue lands. So we will have to play without blue mana a lot of the time. Here comes Ancestral Mask, but of course I can just kill it, so he can't attack here. And we are still all good. He needs 2 of them. Cycle the Tusker, look for some mana. Got to be good. Get the blue mana, of course. Yes, please. Mr. Island. And another card. Gnaw to the Bone for 4 lives. That's not very impressive. This is another reason we need a way to fill the graveyard, but of course we have Stinkweed Imp to fill the graveyard. So I think we're good here. We have only 4 mana, so we can't do Grave Scrabbler, can't do Muldrifter. If some more creatures die, I can Gnaw to the Bone, but then I won't have mana. So still feeling pretty good about this. Hoping for the best. Okay, as I haven't updated the deck yet, I'm just gonna do one video here. Think about the changes and then do the final video next week. There will be 4 videos in this series. So if you have any changes to the deck, please give them to me now. God. Okay, I'm still gonna kill the Ancestral Mask, block with the Stinkweed Imp. He only has 2 cards left, so I could out-resource him here. He will lose the Snake Umbra, he will lose the Ancestral Mask, he will lose the Bogle, and he will draw another card. But I'm fine with that. You know what? I could even block with the Basking Rootwalla, just to prevent him from getting the card. But here comes the other Ancestral Mask, and that changes everything. Still, I'm gonna remove one of them, but he still doesn't attack. So I'm not killing one of them. Or am I killing one of them, hoping for Tortured Existence so I can kill the other? I'm gonna go with that. Kill the Ancestral Mask. I'm not sure why he didn't attack. Maybe you could explain that to me. And now I'm gonna dig for something, such as Tortured Existence. Can I play? Now I need Tortured Existence, get that back. I need 5 mana, and that's what I have here. So I'm gonna evoke the Muldrifter. Hope to draw a Tortured Existence. I don't, but I draw the Raven's Crime. Getting rid of his last card. So I can still kill the big guy. And I can gnaw to the bone for 8 now, so I guess that's what I'm doing. Or am I playing the brown scale? I think I'm playing the brown scale, but then I'm dead to another Mask or an Ethereal Arm, but I think I'm dead to that anyway. And it's enchantments it's Shanish Edicts I'm looking for, and Crypt Rats. But there is a Crypt Rat there, so oh, he still doesn't attack. That seems bad. Well, I'm gonna have to play the Arrogant Worm for its mana cost. But I'm really reliant on drawing something useful here. Now I'm gonna gnaw to the bone because I have the mana. And I think 8 life is a good idea. An Evolving Wilds. And he knows about the Raven's Crime, so I will just get more black mana out of the deck, I think. I'll use it now so I don't forget it. And I'm still hoping for Tortured Existence for this Grave Scrabbler. So the 4th and final video with this deck next week, and maybe there's an update again then. And you can change it. He still doesn't attack. Maybe because he can just, if he finds another enchantment, his attack is fatal. So that's probably it. He just needs an enchantment. And I need Tortured Existence or Crypt Rat. And an Edict. More stuff. I have plenty of mana now. Oh, he attacks. So do block. He doesn't have first strike. How about getting the brown scale in the graveyard? No, I still need Tortured Existence before I can have any fun with that. So I'm just gonna do it this way. Take a crap ton of damage. Do I get 10 life here? It's too early, right? Why didn't he die? Oh, the Umbra, of course. Oh, wow, the Umbra. I didn't think about that. That means that he really should have attacked earlier. Here's the cloak. So I'm gonna get 10 life. I can block with a lot of stuff next turn, but I am gonna gnaw to the bone now. Get the Stinkweed Imp and just admit that I've lost, I think. Deploy them all just to have bodies. And toughness to put in the way for that thing. He is at 19, so any counterattack is hopeless. Diabolic Edict goes to the graveyard. And there is the Ethereal Armor. How much toughness do I have? I have 15 toughness, so I actually live here. I live to fight another turn. Block that thing, block that thing, block that thing, block that thing, block the thing, block the thing. Alright, I survive at 1 life, but then what? Two life, sorry. Can't count. So, well, I need to draw a card, but I don't know what card. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's too late. Thank you for watching, and tell me what you think about the sideboarding here and what you think about what cards need to be added and such. And I'll see you next Monday for the final episode of this, and then on the Tuesday we'll do the final changes to the deck, in my opinion, and looking at your opinions as well. So let's show you the deck list again, the one we used this week. Here it is. Hope you can read it. This was the deck as played in version 1.3. Oh, there it is. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoy this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com /MagicGatheringStrat.